from the station on your side, bringing you information about your community. This is The Bottom Line.
Hello, I'm Don Roberts. So what is the bottom line? Well, there is plenty of good news. A celebration at a Hampton University facility. And this gentleman was the star. So find out why he's so excited today on The Bottom Line. And with the election right around the corner, members of the nation's oldest and largest civil rights group are urging you to make sure your voice is heard on national and local issues. Plus, writers, you'll meet a guy who can help you finally get published today on The Bottom Line. We'll be right back in just a moment. Back on The Bottom Line. In a recent conversation with the incoming president of the NAACP in Virginia Beach, it's no surprise that nearly all of the issues on the plate of the oldest and biggest civil rights organization in the nation have some connection with race. Carl Wright talked about the challenges the NAACP faces, as well as the opportunities to deal with them in local politics and the upcoming election.
As you know, Don, right now we have no African Americans on city council. We have one African American that was appointed here recently to the school board. Now that affects us as a community. You're talking about 25% of the Virginia Beach population is African American. There's another 9% that's Hispanic. And I think in total there's up to a 44% minority in Virginia Beach. 25% of that is African American. When the decisions are made, they're made by folks that have an outlook of a different environment. They don't have the concerns of folks that aren't at the table. Basically, if you're not at the table, then your concerns aren't necessarily considered.
We got the election coming up, and a lot of the attention is focused on what's happening nationally, but you want folks to also be very aware of what's happening right here in their backyard.
When I would say to the African American community, prepare yourself for election day as if you were preparing yourself for a vacation next. I mean, prepare yourself. Be prepared. Get up, have your ID. Get your rest. Most of all, make sure you educate yourself on the candidates that are up to be elected. Make sure you're not one of those folks that someone comes to you and shakes your hand and pats you on the back and give you a smile and asks for your vote and you know nothing about this person or what their stance are. You know, educate yourself, educate your family. And when you go to the polls, go as a family. We need to get back to the family unit. That's what's missing in our community so much. And I tell folks, take your children. Let your children understand how important it is to vote. Teach them that they may teach their children when it's time for them to go to the polls. And start at home. We ask folks to get out and make sure your neighbors, your co-workers and all are prepared and understand how important it is to register to vote, Don. But my message to our folk is start at home. We all know someone who's not voting, that nephew, that uncle, that, or aunt that says, well, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Take an extra minute to get them registration form. They can contact the NAACP and we'll help them in any way we can to get registration forms to make sure they're prepared. October the 15th is the final day for voter registration. It is extremely important that we get out and register to vote. And people, like I said, be prepared. Have your identification. There's no reason to go to the polls without identification. It's been in the news for the longest period of time that there's a stumbling block being put there, which is called ID voting. prepare yourself.
And finally, one more comment on Gabby Douglas, Virginia Beach's own Olympic gold medal winning gymnast. You may recall the uproar after Douglas told Oprah Winfrey she experienced racism while training at a Virginia Beach gym. Gabby said a teammate referred to her as a slave and that she, Gabby, didn't tell anyone because she wasn't sure how to handle it.
My reaction is that that was that young lady's experience. So who are we to discount that? If she experienced that type of treatment, those type of actions at that gym, she should know. She should be the one to know that. She was there. She was performing. What I would say to her is to keep your head up. We're very proud of you. She's an extremely gifted young lady, beautiful young lady, and she has the world ahead of her. Don't let a few unfortunate incidences in your life slow you down. And she's a great young lady. I mean, I've seen her through interviews. I'm extremely proud of her, and we're hoping to meet her here soon in the city of Virginia Beach and recognize her, hopefully, at our upcoming Freedom Fund banquet, because things like that happen. But I want her to share her experience with others and not use it as a situation that would put her in a regressive situation, but make it so she will progress in life and a learning experience in her life, because it's realistic and things like that happen.
Here's how you can find out more about what the Virginia Beach NAACP does, and if you want to support the organization, its main fundraiser, the Freedom Fund Banquet, is Sunday, November 4th at the Weston Town Center. Now, for more information, log on to their website, virginiabeachnaacp.com, and you can reach Carl at this number, 757-235-5596. All right, coming up next on The Bottom Line, major entertainment coming to downtown Suffolk. We'll tell you why you and your children will want to be there. Plus, an opportunity for you aspiring writers to get your work published after a break. Back on The Bottom Line, Grammy Award-winning singer Crystal Gayle is coming, and some of her fans were a little surprised to hear that she's performing in Suffolk. And Crystal Gayle is just the headliner for a list of concerts and other artistic events in Suffolk. Here's a preview of what's on Suffolk's cultural arts calendar.
Don, it is such a great year. I'm so excited I can't begin to tell you. We're going to kick off a season this year in October with a wonderful Grammy award-winning Crystal Gayle. 97.3 is going to be one of our sponsors for that, and already we've gotten such response. It's amazing. Our locals are excited about it. The ticket sales have been terrific. We have Charles Lindbergh, and it's a one-man show. Steve Carroll, who was on a soap opera for many, many years, wrote this and will be performing for us. It's all about his life, the good things and the not so good things that happened during that period. But it's a terrific show. And following that, of course, we always have our third Saturday of the month is a children's performance. The tickets are $5. It's a wonderful opportunity for families to come out. It's very interactive. The children just love it. First week of December is our traditional Nutcracker performed by our own Ballet Virginia. Prior to that, we have a tea down in our ballroom, and the tea is a fundraiser for the center, and it's a time where the children can meet the performers of the Nutcracker and have some family fun. We have crafts for them, of course, refreshments and so forth, and then the traditional Nutcracker itself. We've been doing that for 7 years now, and we just love it. The ballroom turns into an amazing fairyland for them.
Jackie Cherry says there are many more shows planned on the Suffolk Arts calendar, and Crystal Gayle's concert is set for Saturday, October 27th. To find out more about this year's lineup at the Suffolk Center for the Arts, just log on to their website, suffolkcenter.org, or call them at this number, 923-0003. And while we're on the arts, do you believe that you have a talent for writing, or you've got a story to tell, a novel waiting to be published, or poetry the world may enjoy hearing? Well, here's your chance to finally get your work out to the public. Local writer and performance poet Nathan Richardson has been working with writers of all ages, and he'd like to meet you.
We've got this great venue we came up with called Poetry, Prose, and Pizza, with the emphasis on pizza. And it's in 3 locations in Suffolk, Chesapeake, and Prince George, Virginia. And it's a great collaboration between the local library system and a local pizza establishment. We've got in Portsmouth, we've got Rita's Pizza. In Suffolk, we've got Alforno's Pizzeria. And out in Prince George, we've got Luca's Pizza, who are providing us free pizza. And then all the poets and readers show up and they read, and we have a great time.
So what happens on each date?
On each date, basically, you can join us. You can come to my website, which is www.scpublishing.com, and join the group, join the meetup group, RSVP, let us know you're coming, and just come on in, sign the list, read your poetry. If you're writing a book, share a short chapter out of the book or whatever.
And can you get tips on how to get your book published?
Absolutely. I actually teach some self-publishing workshops. I've got one coming up in October, so you can go to the website and check that out. A to Z of publishing, with a heavy emphasis on how to market the book, because of course once you get the book, you've got to learn how to make it go. So we do that as well.
Tell me about the individual projects that have resulted in recordings.
Wow. Two great new CDs out this year with, first of all, with the Hampton Youth Poets. They are a division of an organization called Teens with a Purpose. And those young poets, 13 to 19 years old, train, we write poetry, rehearse, do events all throughout the area. And then we go out, just went out to San Francisco, California back in July and competed in what's called the Brave New Voices International Poetry Slam. And so as a part of that, and helping us raise money, we developed this CD called the Hampton Roads Youth Poets CDs. And so it's a great CD. We've also got the Words Through Walls Poetry CD Project, which is a program that I designed for kids who are in group homes or incarcerated. So we've got a great CD we produced this year with the Norfolk Juvenile Detention Center, where we went in, did poetry, had them write about things, the issues that they're facing, their concerns, and then we recorded that CD and gave each of them a CD that they're going to be able to keep, and it's great.
Now, to find out more about the Words Through Walls projects and the Teens with a Purpose CDs, plus if you are an aspiring writer or performance poet wanting to get your work published or out there to the world, give Nathan Richardson a call, or you can reach him on his website. Here's the info. The phone number is 757-535-1505, or you can reach him at www.scpublishing.com. Well, up next on The Bottom Line, an update on a local college that's in the business of saving lives. Hampton University's Proton Therapy Institute marks a major milestone. You'll meet one very excited patient next. Back on The Bottom Line, an update now on a pretty extraordinary effort to save lives. Hampton University's Proton Therapy Institute is marking a milestone this month, and the staff celebrated with the successful treatment of patient number 400. His name is Stan Jackson, a 65-year-old attorney from South Carolina.
Man, Don, let me tell you, I am magnificent at the moment. This has been just the most caring, giving, wonderful facility.
This is a very special moment. This has been a big decision for both of us and for our family. The fact that there was a commitment to travel a fairly substantial distance to get treatment was one of the big decisions, but we've been very grateful.
I have one of the most prevalent cancers in America. which is prostate cancer. It's as prevalent as breast cancer is for women. And so men are, 1 in 6 men in this country, if they live long enough, and I'm fortunate enough to have lived long enough, will have prostate cancer. I had a somewhat aggressive prostate cancer, so I decided to go ahead and start treating that prostate cancer. Originally, because my insurance company refused to cover proton therapy because it was more expensive, they said it wasn't superior, but in my case, it definitely was. And I'll tell you why. I started with what is known as just general X-ray radiation therapy, and there they shoot all through your body. Well, in my case, they had to avoid my right hip because I have a replaced hip. That meant all the radiation was being concentrated on my left side, and I started having terrible diarrhea, pains in my left side, almost like appendicitis, except appendicitis is on your right. And I became very, very concerned that I might have that as a permanent situation. So even though my insurance company refused to pay for this superior treatment, I chose to come here with the recommendation of both my oncologist in South Carolina and my treating physician. And we're still arguing with the insurance companies as to whether they will reimburse me for this very necessary treatment. But my point is that this kind of treatment is like a difference between a shotgun and a rifle. The shotgun goes all the way through you, and it gets everything, and all they do is try to get in crosshairs with the traditional type of treatment. Here, it's like a precision rifle, and this is the precision rifle right there. That narrows it down, and the difference is, instead of radiating your whole body, it radiates only the cancer, just like going in and bombing it, precise. And that precision cuts out all these complications that I was suffering, and other patients should be given this opportunity, shouldn't have to go through some sort of bureaucratic, terrible group to say, well, we haven't seen the patient, but we're going to decide for him that he can't have this kind of treatment or she can't. This is the state of the art. You should be very proud of this facility. This facility cures cancer. It cures it 80 to 90% of the time, and that's what surgery does, but it does it without, in my case, a descending and sigmoid colon just flaring up that could have turned permanent. I might have been instead living in a facility that had to be, you know, I had to just go all the time.
It's an honor to have had 400 patients and their families come to us for care. And these are just marvelous people that we've become very close to through the years. The Proton Center is a unique facility in this area, and we're able to offer cure to many and hope to most, and it's something unique to Hampton University.
400 patients in 2 years marks a major milestone for Hampton University, but they're ultimately hoping to reach the goal of 1,500 patients a year. How is the outlook for making this type of treatment more available to folks who may not have the best insurance or may have no insurance?
Well, I think what's going to happen is that the landscape will change. While proton therapy is not new in terms of its existence, but new in terms of its spread to treat various types of cancers. Right now it's education. Many financial institutions and insurance companies are certainly that. It's always a cost comparison. When we can get to the point that we can prove that the benefit is cost effective, because many times the comparison is just dollar to dollar, but what value do you place on a man with prostate cancer can now have intimacy with his wife? I know if I were in those shoes, I would say you can't put a price on it, so why should my insurance company put a price on it? But as we educate the payers, as we educate patients, so that when they go into their physician, they put on the table proton therapy as an option. They insist on gaining a better understanding from their treating physicians, then I think we will see significant changes in the landscape, because this is a tremendous work. It's real.
This has been a wonderful place. It has got me to where I am. Went sailing yesterday. I'm active. Haven't had any side effects. All my side effects are gone away. So I am just delighted to tell you we need to make certain that this is available not just for me, but for everybody who has insurance, because it is superior, it is medically necessary, and even though it's more expensive, it is well worth it.
We understand every patient that's treated at Hampton rings that bell when their treatments are complete. We want to thank Stan Jackson there for helping us to tell the story of Hampton. Also, Dr. Chris Sinisi, the medical director, and Clarence Lockett, the chief operating officer at the Hampton University Proton Therapy Institute. And if you want to find out more about Hampton University's Proton Therapy Institute, ask your oncologist, give Hampton a call, and you can log on to their website. Now, here's the information right here. The website is www.hamptonproton.org, or the number 877-251-6831. Well, that's it for The Bottom Line. Thank you again for joining us. You can see the show again after the end of this month. We'll load it up on wavy.com, and you can click on the community tab and see it anytime. And let us know what you think. Just get in touch with us through our website, wavy.com. Thanks again. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.